Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This will be episode 2 of my how to build series. We're going to be covering early game builds in this one. So this will include starter items and basically your first 2 items that you're going to be getting. We'll start with assassins, because that's my most experienced class. So when we start off, on ability-based gods, you're going to want to get Bumba's Mask for jungling, obviously, and Bluestone Pendant, because that will buff your abilities, and you're not going to be using basic attacks as much, or you don't benefit as much from getting Death's Toll. You will benefit more from getting Bluestone Pendant. So these gods are going to be Awilix, Kamazots, Fenrir, Humbats, Loki, although Loki can go Rangda's Mask now that it's been fixed, but that's still not a good option. Actually, not Mercury. Naja, Nemesis, Ratatoska, Serket, Susanna, and Thor. Now, the ones that are going to get Death's Toll instead of Bluestone are all the others. So, while Thanatos does rely on his abilities a lot, he benefits more from the sustain. Being able to just heal back up off a jungle camp a lot more, because his abilities use his health, obviously, in case you miss them. And second items wise, you're going to want to get cheap items at the start. A good rule of thumb is probably nothing over 2,300 gold. Actually no, probably 2,400 gold, and don't get anything above that, because it's just going to be taking way too long to get it online. If you were, say, in a lane, you can get away with something like Transcendence, which we'll talk about with some hunters, because that is a stacking item, and you can get that quite easily, and the power does come very quickly. And the stacks, obviously help. But the stacks don't give you power, they only give you mana, which does give you power, but not loads. The initial bit comes from the second part of the passive and the like static power of the item. So nothing above 2,400 gold, because it will just take way too long to get online. So you want to definitely avoid items like Deathbringer. Second, on Mercury you can get away with Wind Demon, because the second tier is quite cheap, and it does give you it's fairly cheap, and it does give you some nice stats. But on Mercury, this is my build. I don't go Hasten Fatalis anymore, but I'll probably get something like this. Maybe some more crit if need be. So that's it for assassins, basically. So don't build many expensive items. Ability based gods get Bluestone. More attacking based gods, Death's Toll. Now we're going to move on to warriors. Now warriors, most of them, Bluestone Pendant. You're going to want to get tier 1 of you're going to want to get tier 1 of the boots, and probably 4 healing potions and 4 mana or multi potions, depending on the god. That's going to be for the majority of them. Gods like Bellona and Erlang Shen, Ravana maybe, and Osiris as well. Death's Toll is a good option, especially on gods like Erlang Shen, because of cleaving auto attacks, and you can heal a lot from those with Death's Toll. And then second items wise, defense on them, because you're going to be building them into Solin. Hercules is the only one I build Mystical Mail on. Now it is very expensive, but it is good on Hercules because in fights you're going to be staying there for a while, and that 40 magical damage, even though it does get mitigated, that 40 magical damage will rack up very quickly. If you just stay near the mages hunters, it will start to hurt them a lot because with the 3 and the Shield of Regrowth, being able to dodge abilities and heal loads just makes Hercules practically unkillable in fights. So first items, obviously going to like Warrior Tabby, and second item, defense. Most of them you're going to want to get Breastplate of Valor. Otherwise, like Bologna, you can get rid of like maybe a Frostbound Hammer, something like that, a Kaival. Depending on who you're against, obviously, if the Kaival's going to be beneficial. Then we're going to move on to Guardians. Now with Guardians, I like to go Watcher's Gift, Tier 1 of Shoes, and 3 healing potions and 3 multi-potions. Once you've got that, go Traveller's Shoes, and then this is option. If you want to get Swiftwing, you can. I'm still testing whether Swiftwing will be worth it. It's obviously as well as Watcher's Gift. Always get Watcher's Gift. You can also go Mark of the Vanguard if you want as extra. Second item, so you can go a starter item again. Make sure that you can make it work and you know why you think it's good. Test it out, see if it works. If it doesn't work, you can just scrap it and leave it and just traditionally go into an ore item. I recommend Sovereignty, Gauntlet of Thebes, and Heartwood Amulet. I'd only build 2 of these items because they all give a lot of health, and the enemy hunter can just build Chin Size and destroy you. Sovereignty mainly because you're probably not going to be in lane, but you're probably going to be with the mid laner or the jungler quite a bit after that, and the assassin is going to really be doing a lot of the poke unless you're in someone like a Vulcan. And if that's the case, like a mage, if the mage is doing more poke, get one of these, either Gauntlet of Thebes or Howard Amulet. If it's the assassin, Sovereignty. Now, mage-wise, I know Kwong, he's a jungler. You don't really go him in the mid lane. I like Bum's Mask, and then either Imperial Helmet or should I put this on Sands of Time, because that item is amazing. But you can also go Imperial Helmet as well, it does work, and then Rush Dynasty, Plate Helmet or Shoes of the Magi, depending on if you get in ahead, and you get an early kill. Now mage wise, Sands of Time, just do it, it's amazing. 10% cooldown at level 1 is really good. 10% cooldown reduction on a starter item is insanely good. Soulstone is still bad. I mean, you can go Vampiric Shroud. That is an option, but I would not really recommend it. You can get Bum's Mask. Now, this is whether you've like to solo jungle camps, the mid XP camps generally, and that can help you do that. I personally don't really like to do it much because I mainly play side and mid, or my mid build consists of at least like 2 healing potions, so I can heal easily from it. So Sands of Time, nearly all the time. Apart from like Alquang, Freya, probably you might want to go Vampiric Shard, or on Freya, you can actually go. Where is it? Oh, it's not going to have the tier, is it? Wait, attack speed, hasten Fatalis. You can go the second tier of Fatalis and level 1 shoes, and then some potions, because you can rush into hasten Fatalis, which is good on Freya, because you do get that 10 penetration and hasten. You really need hasten Fatalis on Freya to be able to destroy other hunters, because in the 1 versus 1 she will destroy other hunters. Then lastly, hunters. Now most of the time you're going to want to get Death's Toll and level 1 boots with healing potions. That should be boots. I don't know why there's a ward there either. That should be mana. You know, you can get as many of these as you want. You can get 3 of each, 2 of each. I won't go on. I'll at least get 2 of each. And then if you feel like you want that sustain, or if your guardian hasn't gone meditation, then definitely get 3 of each. Now on gods like Medusa, Ula, I don't know about Anher, Chiron as well can do this, and probably not He actually. He you might be able to get away with it, but definitely on Medusa. You're not going to want to get Death's Toll. You're going to want to get Bluestone Pendant. That's because Medusa does a lot of damage. Like her 2 can clear the minion wave. Like okay, with Bluestone Pendant, your clear will go a lot higher, because not only is it dealing like the normal damage, but it's an extra 30 damage to the minions. And also for poke as well, it does a lot. Now you can on Medusa and maybe Ula, you can rush, and Chiron maybe as well. What you can do is at the start go for tier 2 Transcendence. This won't give you like the passive of starter items, and it won't really be as good, but it's because you want to get that power and you want to stack. Also Cupid as well. Cupid's probably the only hunter that I'd recommend double stacking on, and that is Transcendence and Devourer's Gauntlet. You're probably going to want to get Devourer's Gauntlet first, it costs more stacks, needs more stacks. That's probably the only hunter I recommend it on, because the power you get from that is insane, and your Heart Bomb and ult do a lot of damage. That is really it. Also on Medusa, when you go Bluestone Pendant, because on Medusa you want to really go Transcendence, you would go Bluestone Pendant and where is it? Transcendence. Right, no, you don't want to get the full Transcendence. You want to get the Morning Star and probably a health potion. If you want to rush straight into Transcendence and sacrifice some movement speed, because Medusa can strafe and go backwards because of a passive, that is a viable option. The same with Yi, you can go into Morning Star after your Death's Toll. Same with Cupid, but you really want to get Devourer's Gauntlet before. Same with Ula, and also Neath as well. Transcendence on Neath, that's a fine idea. But that's really it. I hope you did learn something from this video, and I will see you in the next video, which should be mid-game building, which will cover your third and fourth items. I will see you in the next one. Bye.